guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I am participating in the Look for Less challenge hosted by Yami from the Latina Next Door, and her co-host for this month is Kat from According to Kat. I will have both of their channels linked down below as well as the playlist in my description box, so make sure you go check it out. For this month's challenge, I am making these candelabras from Pottery Barn. Again, it is a large carved wooden candelabra, candle holder, pillar, and here it is. And this one is 104, and I will be on their website. They had a couple different sizes, but I couldn't see where I could see a price for any other size except the large one. So the large one was $104, and I will be making a large one and a small one. So I'm not sure what the total price would be, but I will just compare the large one to the large one. And so let's get started. For this project, you will need something for the base. I have cut, I had leftover piece of wood from a different project, so I just cut a square big enough to fit this glass jar sitting on top. Then you need these two glass jars that I picked up at Dollar Tree. Three of the little candelabra thingies from Dollar Tree. Some sort of a glue. I will be using Gorilla Glue. I might use hot glue just to speed things up, but I am using Gorilla Glue just to make it more permanent. And then I'm going to spot paint some gold acrylic paint underneath first, and then I'm going to cover the whole project, the whole thing up with the ultra matte paint. It's in color charcoal. It is from Rust-Oleum. And then of course you need some paintbrushes. Oh, and for my top of the candelabra, I will be using these two lids that came from two jars that I purchased for a different project. So without further ado, I'm going to get started, and the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be attaching this glass vase first. So I'm going to move everything out of the way. And I'm going to put it on the rim, not too heavy on the glue so it doesn't drip everywhere. And then I'm going to attach one of these to the top, and I'm going to make actually doing it this way, going to make the bigger one first. So try and center it as much as I can. And then I'm going to put this on top. Make sure it's centered. And I'm going to gently move it and put something heavy on top of it, just for a little bit more pressure. So it pushes everything down, and I'm going to leave it resting. And then for the second one that I'm going to make is pretty similar to this one. Really don't love these stickers. So I'm going to put some glue at the rim again and glue it to the wood. And this one I'm going to put just one of these on. then the lid will go on top here. There. And then I'm going to put some weight on that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry for about an hour at least. So now that this has had dry, it's pretty secured on it, I am going to just paint some areas that I want to show, where I'm gonna sand down once I apply the black paint. So, and the paint that I want to show through is this kind of goldish brown paint. So this doesn't have to be perfect, just like I said, in certain areas where I'm going to be sanding down spots. This step is definitely not necessary. I just thought it might add to the look of it, so it looks more closer to the real deal. So I'm going to let that dry now as well. I'm going to work on this one. Let that dry, and then once it's dry, I'm going to paint it with the black paint. Now I'm going to paint them. Just going to switch brushes. I think this one's done. It's losing way too much hair. So that one is done, and I'm going to let it dry before I sand some stuff off, and I'm going to paint this one. So I'm going to let these dry and see if they need another coat, and if they do, I'll give them a second coat. If not, I'll just sand them down. So these have had a chance to dry, so what I'm going to do is just go lightly and just sand off some of the spots where I put the gold paint on, just to have it kind of show through. So I'm just gonna keep on doing this, and then once I'm done, I'll show you the end results. So here is the finished product, and the cost was, this was $1.50. That was free because it was just a piece of wood that I had left over. This part was $1.50, this part was $1.50, and the lid, the jar was $1.50. I used the jar for some other craft, and then the lid for this one. So for approximately $5, I have recreated this. That's quite a significant saving, and I am so pleased with the way the finished product turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing. I do upcycling, makeovers, DIYs all the time on my channel, and make sure that notification bell is on so that way you don't miss out any of my posts. And make sure you are checking out the playlist down below, as well as Yami's and Kat's channels, because there is going to be so much inspiration down below that you don't want to miss it. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you all so much for watching.